Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Comic Cons Podcast. We are back.
Woo!
And after last week, if you're still listening, you are the true MVP.
That would mean they'd have to get it through to like 35 minutes into this before they'd stop listening to us.
That's what I said. If they're still listening, you know.
It's an endurance race.
This is Bruce War Chief Hoover.
Chris, the Enforcer Vasquez.
Kyle, Darth Cooch Cookenberger.
Grank, Rackus 4047 Kohler.
And Nick, the Minuteman Clark.
And we're still short a dwarf.
God damn it, dwarf!
Short.
Damn work.
Get out of that goddamn hole.
And we got ourselves a Kata Kule McCudden. She's here. This week, we're going to be talking about, because we figured at this point, screw it, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, completely spoiler-filled.
Oh, yeah.
And Wonder Woman, completely spoiler-filled. It's at this point, I could care less. If
They've been out long
been
enough.
out
It's
long
about
enough.
time.
Especially Guardians.
If you have not seen these movies, it's on you.
Yeah, it's their
At
fault.
this point.
It's a 2 weeks grace period. That's all you get. That's
Grant,
over
their
a month.
rules.
Grant has not seen these movies, so he gets to sit through the social justice drama that is Wonder Woman.
Oh,
But first,
Word.
we will see how long we can legit talk about Guardians of the Galaxy for. Kayla,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
how you doing?
not 4. There's only been 2 of them.
Creepy jungle gym
what?
sound. Do you not?
Yeah, we hear it. Don't worry.
Stop.
Sorry. Okay, we're good now. We're good.
You sure?
It's a blue whale mating call.
Holy
Uh,
crap!
Guardians was
Oh,
how do
no.
I put it?
Wow, she just jumped right into it.
I can sum up Guardians. It's good, but we knew what to expect from these characters, so it's done.
But
It's like
Mary
a
Poppins,
6.
y'all.
It has pop moments, but that's it.
Kayla, go ahead.
It kind of fell flat for me. Like it's one of those movies that you don't have to think about or be cognizant or anything. It's literally just skimming the surface, joke after joke after joke. Trash Panda, come on! Like
Let's make
they're
one.
hitting every social pop culture reference they can and playing off Baby Groot. All this like, and then you get like little bits of his history, but it's just really just
Oh,
meh.
Groot's history?
No, of Ego.
Oh.
Of Ego's
I got
history.
none of Groot's history.
I just went on the record that
adorable.
Ego was like the galactic playboy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zeus.
I did not tear up or cry or anything when he became an asshole or whatever.
No, we all
Were
saw
you
it
supposed
coming.
to?
I mean,
Well, no. Well, I mean, like, whole dad rift and just like, oh, bleeding heart.
And then you
no.
found out that it was all a ploy just so he could kill his kid. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's... What do you got, Nick?
No, okay. So she had on some good points for the movie. It's not. I walked out of there and I asked everybody the same question. What did this movie add?
That no offense, that was actually the
Nothing.
question we legit all were like. No, most of us
Yep.
were like in our minds,
Mhm.
had in our head.
Nothing.
It like okay, even the after credit scenes, the 5 of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ, there was so many.
Like I'm happy for Sylvester Stallone. Awesome, hilarious.
He needs
but
to work.
there ain't a damn person in that theater that walked out of there that knew exactly who those people were.
I mean, retracting Warlock.
Yeah. Okay, that pissed me off more than anything. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. If you guys watch the first Guardians of the Galaxy, you'll know at the end of the after credit scene there is a cocoon that's in the collector's case. Grant, did you see that one? Do you see Guardians of the Galaxy 1? Nod or shake your head.
I know that face. He's like, no.
So that's a no.
Okay, so there's a cocoon in the collector's place that explodes. It explodes and it's like has an opening, and you're like, oh, it's empty now. That means Adam Warlock has been broken out of his cocoon. Anybody who's a comic person who knew anything about Adam Warlock was excited, very, very excited. I mean, I fanboyed the shit out of that moment. I was so excited. And then I get to the after credit scene of this movie, and they went, well, Universal has the rights to Adam Warlock. Well, so was it Sony or Fox?
No one has to.
No, they do because he belongs in the Cosmic Beings with.
Well, that would be Fox or Fantastic
yeah, Fox.
Four.
He's with Fantastic Four. So I get to see, if I ever do get to see him, get to see the Fantastic Four stick version of him,
No.
which is going to suck. I mean, we won't.
They're gonna call him Goldenrod. I guarantee it.
But
what it is with Warlock is they're not sure who owns it because he's a galactic entity,
yeah,
but they didn't want to
take the chance.
test those waters right now, so he's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
It irritates me because like I was so excited about a character that like I've known about but no one ever touches.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And he was supposed to have the soul gem. He was going to be
Yes.
amazing.
Building up to the Infinity Wars, you need Warlock,
You need Adam Warlock for that.
We have 2 movies left till that happens. By the way, guys.
but it's already been.
It's already been freaking shot.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I'm just saying. Like everyone's like, when's the Infinity War starting? We have
but
2 movies left.
you can-
Spider-Man and Black Panther. And
You,
that's
you can
Infinity
go
War.
onto
And Ragnarok.
You can go onto IMDb for the Infinity Wars and see the cast list.
But it was kind of a letdown because, like I said, you had Adam Warlock and you think he's going to come out, but when you've actually, instead of like having him at the point he's supposed to be at in the story, you've reverted him like all the way back to when he was first introduced.
Yep.
Like the Cocoon was supposed to be him manifesting and becoming like his own being and becoming super powerful. What you showed in that after credit scene of him being in a machine was him originally being built to destroy the Beast. That was when he was first originated. So, and now you're just calling him Adam because you can't call him Warlock because you
Nope.
don't want to get sued.
Oh no! Is the Beast gonna be Rocket?
Maybe.
Groot.
Poor teenage Groot. No, but like we're going back to the movie again. It gave us lore, but it's lore that unless you're like a geek that really likes this, like either you know it or you really want to learn more, it's going over your head because you don't give a damn.
What lore did they give us that was correct? They
It's
didn't
the
give
new
us.
lore.
There's no new. It's new lore. It's not comic lore.
No,
Correct.
so they took things that we would know.
Taserface.
Taser
Yeah.
face.
God.
Nebula and
Gamora.
Gamora's constant sisterly bickering. Like they kind of like they just jumped us 20 years ahead now, basically, for their storyline.
They fixed what's his name's head.
Oh yeah, well he's dead now.
Yondu.
Yondu's
That's
head.
the part that I meant about
fixed-
tearing up. I didn't
Oh.
because
Oh, Yondu, I loved.
Yeah.
I mean, Yondu,
that was
I mean,
nice.
yeah,
But I mean,
I at the end of the first Guardians, I knew things weren't the way they were supposed to be. Like you could tell that on his way. It was like his father's a dick, anyways.
Yeah.
Like you knew that. You knew that. You knew what was going to happen there.
It was surprising though. Like I did not know Sylvester Stallone was going to be in that movie.
mm-mm.
So I'm just sitting here going,
All
"Dude,
the cameos.
what the
Oh, yeah.
hell just happened?"
The Hoff.
Cameos of the
The Hoff,
galaxy.
the Hoff was in the movie. There goes half their budget.
Yeah.
But they did let us know that Stan Lee is either a Watcher or friends with the Watcher.
Yes.
I want him
He's
to be
a
a
Watcher.
watcher. He deserves it.
He's
I-
gonna be a Watu.
I cannot wait for frickin' him to show up in Black Panther right now. Oh my
Oh,
god.
the social
you saw,
outjustice.
you saw that post I sent
Oh,
you?
I've seen that one
The
million
social
times.
outjustice. What
Basic-
the fuck's this
okay.
white man doing in our movie?
Yeah, because they have
We
like
can't have
they
anything.
have 2 white people in the entire cast of Black Panther,
Yeah, Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis.
and you know if they have
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee pop up, it's gonna be there are 3 white boys in this movie. I'm like, first of all, you do not talk about Marvel God. You
Why
say
do
you're
they have
sorry.
spears? Oh my lord, good sir.
How many spears do you know of can work a tank?
This is the stuff that like we were getting into before, but that's Black Panther stuff.
Well, that's
Chris,
Black
what'd you think
Panther.
of Guardians?
Oh no,
It was enjoyable for the slapstick comedy that it was. Other than that, I felt like there was no real plot point
Mm-mm.
or useful information they gave us, except for the fact that, oh, Ego Star-Lord's father. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than...
instead
Although
of the
I
actual
did like
Star-Lord.
the introduction of Mantis.
Mantis. Yeah,
Mantis was... It's good to see they
I
actually
got-
brought her in.
I got yelled at by somebody who actually is a Mantis fan. My reaction was, "There's a Mantis fan."
Really.
That's
my,
a
my,
lie.
only, my only issue is why didn't they just keep her green? I don't know why they didn't keep Mantis green for
And
this.
for those who don't know,
Whitewashing.
Mantis is an empath. who
She's
can also
Asian.
Push emotions.
Yellow washing. How dare you?
She can push emotions and she's empathetic. It's pretty neat. I do
Yeah.
enjoy that.
It's a cool power. It adds something more to the world, but again, it adds nothing to the
It's
universe.
called
at large.
having a counseling degree.
She's not very good at that because she doesn't stop him from all the kid murdering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's really needed that degree sooner.
She need to be licensed.
Yeah, that was she's
Liability insurance is very important.
I don't know if she has liability for the universe though.
Is anybody want to like? I need to start watching Guardians, or not Guardians, but Agents of Shield
Oh, God.
because I demand a small reference to a big blue glob happening in the middle of Kansas now.
Yes.
Because if they don't acknowledge that at any freaking point, what's the point of having interjoining movies?
Well, give it time. The new season's still eventually.
Like
coming
somebody
out.
be like, oh, and a 20-mile wide blue glob just showed up in the middle of Kansas, and I don't know, it's weird.
They won't.
Sweet shit.
Like I said, it came out.
They're
It left.
pushing Inhumans and Agents of Shield.
How's
It
that
did.
going?
It did nothing for me. The movie
going.
was funny.
Ghost Rider.
What are you
Just
talking
stop,
about?
Nick.
You're talking about
Just stop.
Inhumans again?
It felt
No,
like
Agents
it
of
was.
Shield.
We demand to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I got it. You're talking about Inhumans.
It felt like it was
no,
like a
'cause-
kids movie.
It,
Honestly,
it was. It was to sell Baby Groot merchandise.
Yeah.
Pretty
To
much.
push a Baby Groot comic.
Have you seen anything with Baby Groot, Grant?
Oh no.
It's like I opened up a cell for him to speak.
Right.
Come out of your cage.
I'm Groot.
Oh God.
Go back in your cage.
All right.
I'm
No,
Groot.
well, I mean, honestly, you like if you know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, which is not a lot right now, but you know Groot now, right?
I would like to joke that he's like the grandson of Treebeard.
Oh, jeez.
Is
He's
he-
an ent. It explains everything.
Is the prodigal son?
He is he is royalty.
I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. There should be some connection here.
Okay, here's the thing I thought about. People may or may not know because I don't know why Marvel didn't push it, but there is a Telltale Guardians of the Galaxies game right now.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And what that storyline's doing right now, that would make Guardians so much better. Like what they're
You
following.
mean they're telling a story though?
They're telling a story, they're giving you characters.
You can't do that. Everyone has to be on their own and not interchange with each other for a majority of the movie.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, what are we talking about? Iron Man 2, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
This movie was to print money.
Yeah.
It served no purpose in the MCU.
Baby Groot was a license to print money.
Yes.
But everyone's like, "Oh,
More
it's so
pop vinyls.
fantastic!" I'm like, "They Iron Man 2'd it. They phoned it in."
No, not even Iron Man 2. I'm going to call it Iron Man 3.
No.
Ah, whoa! I wouldn't go that far.
agree.
with it.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I
I'll
wouldn't.
actually watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I won't.
No, I mean if it came
I've
on,
watched
I wouldn't
it.
turn it off. Iron Man 3, I'll turn off immediately. They didn't shit on a whole bunch of villains in this one.
They kind of shit out. They kind
Not
of.
as bad.
Ego's dead.
Fine.
Ego can't die. Ego's supposed to be that little annoying bastard who never goes away.
Of course,
a
but
bad
Thanos
first
made him
date.
go. Thanos made him go away.
Yeah, let's
Where's
see how they
Hell,
fuck him up.
That's a question.
Oh,
What happened
that's
to
what I'm
Thanos?
getting ready for.
Yeah, that's a question. What happened to Thanos?
What
the
about
only-
him?
He's
He
the
stood
only,
up. He's out-
Guardians is the
he's
only one that
standing now.
shows him.
No.
And
he-
now we don't even see anything of him. Like, there's no mention of anything that's coming up. It's like
Thanos
eh.
had lines in the first one.
Yeah, he had one. He had a smile in Avengers. He had 2 lines in Guardians, and then what? Where's that? Where's
he
Thanos?
stood up. It's my turn.
That was it.
I guess I'll do it myself.
Well, what are you doing? Because they're all on Earth,
Exactly.
bro. You ain't doing much right now. We're missing the Soul Gem. What happened to that? No one's acknowledging it.
Yeah.
It was a write off. Whatever.
Okay, fine. I'll say this much. I'm glad that Michael Crichton's got work. John Crichton, I'm sorry, from Farscape.
I was gonna say.
He was the general for the the Sovereign people.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that? Oh my God, he can buy a car again.
Honestly,
So-
it's face value. It's a movie worth watching, but only once, really.
It's a 6.
It's not a transformative movie. You're not gonna be like, I love Marvel now.
Oh, there
Yeah.
were no Transformers in it.
Oh no, you're right. There was no transforming vehicles or cars this time. You didn't even have the rocket boots. They all had vests and the constant nipple joke.
Yeah.
But wait, what?
Batista nips.
Drax has sensitive nipples.
Okay, that's a question since we have time.
Oh, God.
What? No, why did they make
What a segue!
It is the segue. We're talking about Drax. Why did they make Drax into the comic relief character for that movie?
Ask Dave Batista. He was pissed.
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
He was not happy, but he just like went with it because whatever.
You could tell he went with it, but it was
Yeah.
really like, why is Drax being overtly funny?
He was never supposed to be. He was being
Paycheck.
created to kill Thanos,
Well, he's also like, his comedy was from the juxtaposition of him just being completely serious about shit.
which was all serious.
Yes. But
He
here he is
meant
like,
every word.
screw you, spaceship. Ha ha, you're going to die. I'm like, dude, throttle it back. That's Rocket's job.
Then she's standing there and they got that awesome action pose, and then she's sitting there and she's like, and then ding, cricked right across the head. Dug out! like 30 seconds after it happened, you're
I
like,
tried to warn her, guys.
tried to warn her.
Move, dumber, smaller Groot.
It's so bad. Like it was not. Like the more you walked out of that movie laughing,
Yeah.
you did. But the moment you stopped to think about it, is the moment you got angry.
Yes.
I did get a little angry.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that rage I got after watching Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I walked out of the movie, I'm like, okay, and
Oscar-winning Suicide Squad.
for sound design.
Yeah.
Costumes and makeup.
Chris,
There's
just kill him now. Take him out.
No, stop the recording. At least.
Bring it on. Come on.
Keep it on YouTube.
Keep it on YouTube.
We need witnesses.
We're calling it bum fights. No.
So is it time for a Star Trek talk? I mean, Wonder Woman?
Star Trek?
What?
We're talking about Discovery because that looks god awful.
No.
What?
Captain Kirk and Wonder Woman.
Oh. Oh, you mean the marvelous misadventures of Kirk?
Yes.
What?
Okay, let's be honest. If anybody who watched that movie was not sitting there for the last 3 seconds before the finale going, just say it. Just say, Scotty, beat me out of the holodeck. Scotty,
Yes.
turn it off. Safety's on. Something. Just say it. You know you want to.
This
For
was
Wonder
the,
Woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never watched Star Trek.
Chris Pine is the new Captain Kirk in the
He
Star Trek
mentioned that
movies.
afterwards. I'm like,
The
oh.
entire time during that movie, Nick and I were cracking Star Trek jokes.
Oh, it was hilarious. I couldn't stop
Oh,
listening.
jeez. Was it if you're Steve, played by a Chris in a comic movie, you're gonna get in a plane crash.
Yep.
It's
Don't
just
go
gonna
on
happen.
Superheroes don't go on planes.
I mean, how do you have a good superhero movie? Have a Chris playing a superhero
Have a Chris playing a Steve flying a plane.
or a Thor.
oh, Disney.
Oh.
Oh,
Chris, get on that.
Marvel's
Or-
mad because they broke
or
the
a Pratt.
combos.
Yeah, I gotta get on
they
that
took
now.
out Chris.
Yeah.
What do you got?
No, he's telling me I gotta get on that. I gotta
Chris is now a new superhero.
He wants you to get on the plane.
He's not a buff white male.
No, we can pretend he's a white male and call him Burnout.
Ouch.
Damn.
There's no burn heel for that.
No, I need a Phoenix down. Fuck that. That killed me.
But in Chris's sense, I think it would be more like a anti-hero due to his personality.
Oh, come on.
Then
No.
that ruins the whole formula then.
Can we
Captain Nazi.
That's him.
No.
Excuse
But
me.
Chris playing a Steve. You're like anti-Chris. Like,
And there we
Cap
go.
Nazi.
Oh, jeez.
I cannot see him doing that.
I don't know. I don't
We'll
think
figure
that
this
works.
out later.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, to be fair, if we're going to call him an Aryan, he actually does fit the color profile.
And Facebook, weigh in on this.
Facebook, Chris Nazi. Vote yes or no. Heart reacts only.
Start a poll right now.
Show us you listen to us.
And like that, Denny calls me in 2 weeks. You guys are no longer allowed to record in our booth. Please hide all WCGO 5090 AM logos on your cat.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
It's like I can respect that. But I mean, let's go into Wonder Woman. I'm gonna do this from the perspective of a comic movie watching goer. Okay, like as a nerd who reads comics and wants to go watch a movie, because 12 years ago, that's what I would have been doing anyways. That's as far as this conversation would have went. I enjoyed it. It was well done. There was a couple different scenes that I would have went differently with. Just like the slow motion, Michael Bay pretty much was jacking off to this whole film with all the slow motion that they were doing. You're good. You can keep it on. I don't hear anything. You're fine. Keep the fan on. Then there was. I'm glad they put the stereotypical scene in there, like the someone dies, I get more powerful moment, and I guess that was their way of doing it. Like, haha, women can do it too in that one, because that's what you usually see. You see woman get killed, guy gets more powerful, guy wins the fight. This one, guy gets killed, woman gets more powerful, beats up God of War.
Emotions, got it.
Yes,
But
emotions.
that scene happened twice in the movie then. When Hippolyta got killed.
Wait, Hippolyta.
Not Hippolyta. The
Hippolyta's the mom.
The
She's
sister.
good.
The general.
Yeah,
That happened too.
but she didn't go all crazy, super powerful. Chris Pine did do the no look 360 no scope, like right to the dude walking at him. That was pretty cool.
Captain Kirk.
Because he's got a high dex. We've been over this.
Bam! Just like no look. Bam! We're good to go. They did the story justice. They hit everything they needed to hit on a standardized one without going into Rebirth with all the questions that are being raised by that storyline. They hit everything they needed to hit for an origin story, her origin story, which I got it. I get it from Kayla. She explained it to me. Like everyone was laughing. She's like, I was born out of clay and brought to life by Zeus. And the whole theater started laughing their ass off. And I'm just sitting here going, yes, that did happen. That is
made
that is
the-
a legit saying, lady. It happened at the beginning of the film.
we made
we
the
know.
comment like, yes, at least they acknowledged her actual birth.
Yeah.
I only brought it up because
Oh,
I'm like, look at the population in this room.
Yes, everyone who stopped at Walmart 20 minutes before the movie started to go pick up a new
Yeah,
shirt.
like they would know or even have an idea about any origins of that sort of
Yeah, it was kind of.
Greek stuff.
I mean, that
and-
was fine. That was fine. I didn't want to be hipsterish on it, but I will later. There was a couple questions on a lot of her powers. Like a lot of them made sense. You're supposed to be able to fly. That didn't happen.
Gotta say something for Justice League.
I know. Right? The apparently crossing your arms across your boobs and then going like this is a superpower.
That's always been a superpower.
I mean,
thought
if
it was
you had
the
like
other way. You
double
gotta do
D's and you're
this.
getting like elastobands, yeah.
Off the bra.
It's gonna really suck to be Bruce next movie.
Oh, jeez. What'd you say?
I said it's gonna really suck to be Bruce next movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like opening up the Ark of the Covenant.
It's like that happens and looks at Bruce and is like, "What are you doing in here?"
Jeez.
Get back in the grave, Clark. I need to see my mom.
God, that reminds me.
So who's
It
Joss gonna
reminds
kill?
me of that picture that I saw, like a meme I saw the other day. It was the scene from Justice League Unlimited where Batman, like, he took a nuke for Superman and like a kryptonite missile for Superman, and he's like laid out in a bed, and you got
Oh,
Wonder
God.
Woman and Superman looking at him, and he goes, "We told you a three-way would be rough, but you just kept saying I'm Batman."
I saw that. That was hilarious.
But he still had that look on his face, like going, "Round two, let's go."
Did I say I was done?
But it was cute because you set up the romance between Wonder Woman and Batman the way it should be. I'll admit that. That's the way it always should be. It was always Batman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
The cartoons had it pinned perfectly, especially where she was sitting up there and he goes, "My job keeps me too busy and I don't want people close to me getting hurt." And then she broke a stone gargoyle with her bare hands and was like, "What's your next excuse?" And he's like, "Oh, geez, this woman
Batman.
knows what she wants.
look at
Snooki
her.
wants snoo snoo."
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Okay,
Can we
question.
just cuddle? No.
Bigger question though: did the movie have to be based on World War One?
Yes.
That seems like a very odd decision.
If we didn't do it, then we would not know of Sammy's illustrious military career.
Didn't we have this discussion of when they were like created, Captain America and Wonder Woman? They were like a month apart.
yeah, but World
Like
War II
three.
still.
Okay, was it?
It was still
It was
World War II.
1940. It was
Yeah,
1941.
so my question is,
43.
why
Yeah.
for this
It was
universe, for the
43.
DMCU, do they want it to be World War One?
But that was the question right there. If you really want to bring that up, it was what we talked about with Kayla. It's like it reminds you of very Captain America-ish, like
Yeah.
especially when he was like charging in there and being like awesome with the shield. Like when she went for that whole first fight, she never drew her sword. She ran across no man's land with a shield and put it in front of everyone. It was like, "Ha! I have a shield of just shit."
Okay, there's a
What if
lot
we
of
make-
guns.
See, I don't
If
know.
we-
Maybe
if
that
we-
might have been the point that we were
if we
talking
make
about
it-
before. That stresses,
Mhm.
like, look, it's a woman going into a literal no man's land, which it was because women weren't allowed on the front
Exactly.
lines. Maybe
Ah,
that was
school.
their.
Yeah, it's like,
that
get
was
get
their
that Lord of the
whole
Rings reference out of
But
here.
if we
Push
call it, if we
for
call
some
it,
reason?
but I'm saying if we would have made it World War II, it would have been like
A
we
lot
literally
less-
would have looked at this and went, "Wow." Put Chris Evans in this, and we got World War. We got Captain America.
Well, she already has the color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
That
don't
was
get
the point.
it-
But the 2009 animated movie actually explains that,
Oh yeah, I
But-
know that part, but they
Well-
didn't touch on that at all.
which I
with
wish
Wonder
they would
Woman
have.
being the social justice movie that it is, women were
Attempted.
in a worse position in World War One and looked down upon more
That's why I think
during,
they did
than
that.
during World War Two when it was,
was allowed.
everyone working. You had Rosie the
Rosie the Riveter.
because I can't speak today. Grant's infecting everyone.
Yeah, I think they wanted to
It's-
make it more of a point, and that's when
They're-
all the feminists went for it like crazy. And it's
exactly
like
it.
they want to make emphasis, but not make it. But then you got the whole extremists and people taking it
Well, there's
way
also
too
the-
far.
Well, let me get that point out really quick. Everyone's wondering why was she wearing red, white, and blue and everything. In the 2009 Wonder Woman movie, I just rewatched that with my daughter. Which don't do that.
No.
That is very murdery. Definitely don't watch that. I'm like, Ryan, you've already started. Can't turn away now. Okay, I know that guy just got decapitated, but stick with it, child. You can do this.
But it's okay. He was a bad
Logan's
guy.
next, right?
Yep. So pretty much like the mother's like, you won. You're now our emissary. Here's the tiara that can do this. Who represents who you are. Here's the braces of Zeus that will deflect any attack. And here's a suit that is the colors of the approaching nation that you are going to visit. So she wore those colors because she was going to. If it would have been like Italy, It would have
She
been
would've
way
had
different.
different colors.
If
It
we were in
would've been green
Ireland, she
instead
would
of
have ended
blue.
up drunk.
She would be
She
walking
can't
around
get
with a
drunk.
star-spangled ass.
Yeah, we already proved that. In 2009 movie, she proved that too. Of course, we had like Nathan Fillion representing all mankind, and that was not a good choice for a voice.
It worked, but he's still a better Green Lantern.
But it was more fun. It was hilarious in that movie because the whole like he was trying to be that macho man. Like, oh yes, I do. I'll get you drunk and I'll do all this other stuff. And he tried to get her drunk, and she called him out on his shit. And then he was up there going, "I'm sorry, I'm like this the way I am. I just don't want to get hurt again." He starts spilling his whole guts. He's like, "Why am I telling you all this?" Then he looks down, his freaking foot's tangled in the lasso of truth. I hope you guys don't have more of these. He's like spilling his entire emotional guts to her. He doesn't no idea why, but his foot's resting in the lasso of truth. Damn it! But as for the movie, the lasso of truth was amazing. Her costume, her stuff, the way she acted was perfect. It was almost a moniker of War, Justice League War. They actually
Yeah.
took a scene directly from that. Did they do the ice? No,
They
that was
did
in
the ice cream.
2009. Never mind.
Not as full blown, but they did the ice cream.
They did the 2009 thing. They did the ice cream thing in the 2009 version, and this one they did something like it. Where they didn't give her a little girl to tag along with, which would have been more of her educational level for where she was. If you would give her, you got to think about Wonder Woman. She's coming from, like it's like Supergirl all over again. You're coming from learning a whole nother generation of stuff, and like now you're coming here and you got to learn our customs again. Giving her a small child to follow around, that is actually perfect. Giving her a secretary who's trying to be like, oh, I'm going to do this with
I'm
the
a spunky
fisticuffs.
secretary, yay!
Yeah, secretary. Like, you know.
That's
Yeah.
a slave. I'm like, bitch, she gets paid.
Like, you're gonna get
Make
paid.
her a
Like,
sexy secretary.
You don't know how
that was
thick
the thing.
works.
Like, he didn't have a sexy one. Like she was, a plump little round thing. But I mean, it was still a secretary. I mean, I don't know what military official, like, what spy has a secretary?
Hey, on
these
the
days?
br-
Why
that
didn't I
was
get a
weird.
secretary in the Navy, Kyle? What
Why
the
You weren't a
hell?
spy.
Why is he an American spy working for the British?
That bothered me to no end.
Oh yeah, you too.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, he's an American spy working for the British before Armistice. So where the fuck are the Americans?
Why does Ares shoot lightning bolts?
Why does Ares have Zeus's power?
On the bright side, at least Lupin was doing some stuff before Hogwarts.
Lupin was busy. What
Lupin
do you
was
want?
Very busy. So now we know where the Death Eaters got their plans.
I know, right? He was a spy the whole time.
Oh, we're doing spoilers. Remember that, people. No
Oh,
complaining.
yeah.
You forgot. You're like, I'm gonna go non-spoilers. Like, oh no, we're
No,
spoiling.
no.
we got like 20. We got like 13 minutes
Okay.
of this shit now.
Time to spoil.
They did a real. I'll say they did a really good job on recreating DC's Ares armor.
I did like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was anticipating like something really stupid.
I liked how Ares was Magneto. That was pretty good.
That was
Yeah.
weird, but cool.
Yeah.
But was it because he was the god of war and he was throwing a tank?
Okay, that's accurate. We're all sitting there.
I mean, it's
How about the
just
fact
a
that like,
thought.
the Germans had like zero compulsion about freaking the fuck out that there's two dudes just fighting in the sky in front of them? Like, I don't know, there's two dudes over there and they got guns. We're gonna kill them. How about the guys shooting like rockets and lasers at his eyes? No. We're
No.
No, he's on our team.
How about
Yeah.
the woman with the rope? Yeah, I'm on. No, we're not.
We're not going near that.
That's not on our job description.
that's a
I got
sergeant's
E4.
job.
I only got E3 pay. I'm not getting into that mess.
Actually,
We'll-
I'm going to
we'll
give
flip you
those
for
soldiers
it.
some credit. They had really good accuracy for dudes wandering around during a night fight wearing gas masks.
But they're not stormtroopers.
I know.
They were damn close.
Oof. They died just as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But they shoot better.
Not really. They're all still alive. Except for
we
Chris
still got-
Pine.
It's like Wonder Woman goes out on the no man's land with the shield and deflecting all the bullets. This is like one of the memes I made for my buddy a couple weeks ago. It's like, this is warfare! They almost got shot when they yielded, but I got one alone to keep me shielded.
I remember that picture.
Nice.
It's a weird
Savage,
guy
but
holding
nice.
a watermelon on a thing, but
It's new game. It's really new game plus.
It was. If anybody watched that movie and thinking that there was going to be a struggle for Wonder Woman, I am so sorry for you.
Yeah.
She ran through that town like the new game plus mode.
There was no.
She crit hit that poor church.
Yeah, there was no adversity for her at all. There was no struggle
No.
in any fight.
Until the
No.
Ares fight.
Not
the only
even.
struggle that she came across was Chris Pine being the asshole, like to anybody, even
Kirk?
if it was Captain America or whoever. Just like, no, you can't do that. No.
No, he's like,
And
seriously
it's like,
going,
fuck it,
"Stop
I'm gonna
it."
do it anyway.
Like it's like that moment of
It's
like,
like,
stop it, like there, you're ruining all of our plans.
Yeah, it's like it's not just her. There's a bunch of other movies that
But that's her acting
there's
like
some person
well,
that's trying to be
no
like, nah,
offense,
stop
her-
it.
That's not even him. Then that's her. That's her being the problem. No,
Go-
he's telling her this is how we're supposed to be doing something.
Walk into a
Oh,
war room and tell
yeah.
the general how to do things.
That
How's
always
how's
works.
How's that work out, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was her unwilling to break from her current moral code that in some situations nearly got all of them caught and murdered. And yeah, Wonder Woman, you'll be just fine, but I don't deflect bullets.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah. I'm aware of
she'd
that.
only been in.
But I was
the
just saying that
real
was the
world
only
for-
challenge that she came across was probably just herself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It's
Look at it this way: if you want to go back to the SJW stuff we're going to discuss,
I got 10
she
minutes for
came.
that.
Yeah, we do. Awesome. All right, she came from a world that's the exact polar opposite of what she came into.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone wants to say, "Oh, well, look what she had to struggle against." How do you think they treat
She-
men there? Free hint: there's no men.
Exactly.
And in her
He
own
was the
words,
only one
Men,
in-
men are just used for men are just used for fun or procreation. They don't really serve a purpose. I'm like, reverse the roles
role
on that,
reversal.
and there's going to be a fat chick with pink hair screaming at you right about now.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you go back to the like second season of Boy Meets World, Topanga's going to be president. Oh no, all our men are just locked away, and we only use them for procreation. On a children's show
I remember
produced
that.
by ABC, which is owned by Disney. Go Mickey Mouse.
Well, he also has to get rid of the furry interrelationships. This is
Mm.
against God's rules.
I know. It's just the
It was
this whole movie being like
it goes back to the conversation from last week. We talked about let the movie stand on its own.
And
Because-
it does.
Because
yeah.
12 years ago, I told Nick this too. 12 years ago, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
no.
Nope.
No,
It
we've
would
been
be-
finally a
it'd be-
Wonder Woman movie.
They'd
Yeah.
be explaining to us at this moment, going, "Huh? Why are they doing Wonder Woman? Why not Xena?
Yeah.
Where's my Xena movie?
You're gonna tell me Lucy Lawless still can't rock the shit out of that armor?
Oh,
Where's my new Buffy movie?
Anything like that? It would be
She's
like,
too
oh,
busy
we got
making money
Wonder
in
Woman
Japan.
and she's moving up and she's got a movie now. Awesome. If you would have released Wonder Woman next to Captain America, no questions, no nothing. There would have been, but you couldn't make a decent DC movie to save your fucking life back then.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
Oh, outside of
you're now,
Batman.
when you finally do make a good one, you have to add the controversy of it being a woman behind it. But Marvel's no better. Marvel refused to make Black Widow action figures because of the lack of woman fan base, because they didn't have that. And now that we have a leading lady, we now have every female in the world is now
For the wrong
is
reason.
a
But-
comic fan for the wrong reason.
Or just
I will-
loosely, they're taking just the skim of the surface
Exactly.
of what
Enjoy
they
the
know
movie.
of.
I don't care. Go see it. The reason I'm happy is the fact that you people go see this. You produce more money for me to get the movies that I want for my reasons, but don't throw it in my face.
So you don't like women. That's why you're
Yeah,
not liking it. Like, how about the
exactly.
movie sucks instead of making it
So-
about women? I don't have high
Exactly.
hopes
My
for Captain
whole
Marvel.
my whole thing when I came out of that movie was, amidst all the crap that's going on, I feel a little bit better about being a woman. That was my only comment. I didn't say, "Oh my God, go feminism, go this." It's like, I feel a little less shitty. I feel slightly
You got to
empowered.
See,
That's about it.
The only women you've seen until this point were like Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. To see a woman actually become as physically dominant as
hmm
as like a Superman or as like a Captain America is something to be happy about, and I'll give you guys that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Well-
it's not the place to like start roaring like across the battlefields of like
Yeah.
everything. Look at it as a movie.
That's when you
Well-
go back to what you were saying,
Yeah,
like all
Kyle,
the stuff.
you were about to say something. I
Well,
do
Marvel
apologize.
came out and said that they're not jumping on this. We're not pushing Captain Marvel harder. We're not pushing for the Scarlet or the Black Widow movie until we have stories for them.
Oh no, I'm talking about.
No.
I was just talking about just the action figures. But yeah,
No, I understand the action figures, and I'm not disregarding
Yeah.
that or anything. But they're waiting for a story. They're not going to make these reactionary because
Yeah.
it's going to print money. If
You
they
want-
do a Black Widow movie right now,
yeah, you
it
do a
would
good,
print
you
money.
do a good Black Widow. You got the Red Room. Some of the old Red Room stories, the murder
Budapest.
rooms.
That would have to be that'd be rated R movie. You can't make it
Exactly.
PG-13.
Kevin
I
Feige's
mean-
already said that he will make a rated R movie if it fits with the
I would
story.
But-
like to
go ahead.
see a Gotham City Sirens movie, and isn't Margot Robbie already in
It's-
making? I just hope
But-
that it has nothing to do with Suicide Squad
Give me
or anybody who wrote that.
Megan Fox is already in line to play Poison Ivy.
Oh man,
I'm not watching it.
I wanted
that
a
shit.
Huntress, Batgirl,
Oh
Black
my
Canary.
Huntress. So
Oh, I
okay,
thought-
Okay, yeah, I got you on that one.
I want to
The Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Birds of Prey.
Birds
I
of
wanna-
Prey. Thank you.
So that-
Poison Ivy Harley Quinn rom-com about murder.
No, we could totally have a Birds of Prey with the sirens.
Then go watch the 1990s Batman
Oh, I'm-
animated.
I'm aware.
That's where it was.
Okay, so no, that's an idea. A perfect crossover for everything that you want. That'd be a good
Mhm.
movie for us. Is we could have the Birds of Prey dealing with the sirens,
That's
That
the only
would be
people that should
awesome.
dealing with it.
and it could totally still be in the DMCU because if this is the same timeline, we should have Oracle still.
And make it all about the stories and not about the skimpy costumes and sex and lesbian relationships and LGBT.
have you not
They will.
have you not read a Harley Quinn comic in the last 10 years?
Oh, I have. I know that there's like some lesbianish stuff going on, and that's
no,
always
they
been
even-
between
they even
Harley
get-
and Ivy.
They even gave her a dumbass, not totally Deadpool boyfriend to shut the fans up.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I haven't read anything of the new
Don't.
52.
I don't know.
It's the New 52 Harley is basically the
I
worst
will-
of everything that
okay.
you hate about Harley.
I gave away my one book that I got
Mhm.
to one of the girls who is, because I can't stand it. I get all the older ones written by like Paul Dini and all that. It has good stories.
So you're interested in watching that new animated movie coming out then? Batman and Harley?
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm
about
not
that.
excited about who voices her. Her voice
Yeah,
is
that was weird.
too deep and it doesn't fit.
She's
slow.
trying,
She's
but I'll give
slow.
it to her.
Yeah.
She's trying.
She's
Oh,
giving me a
bless her
shot, so
heart,
I'm
she's
gonna give
trying.
the story a go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like her though, so
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give.
I think she's a good actress. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the story a go on that one. Just see how it is, because I'm just gonna watch it. It's gonna be good. But like I said, the topics that are being covered about this film are the topics that shouldn't be covered in the first place. We shouldn't have to be talking about these. We shouldn't have to be covering it.
Nope.
Whether what
No.
it is or what it isn't. It's a movie. Take it at face value. And you're right. You want a story to fit the universe. And no offense with Marvel and DC, what they're doing, that's a problem on their own. Because they
Well-
decided to make every film interconnect.
well, that's the problem. They're doing universes.
Yeah,
They're not going to
that's
go away
your
from that either.
Problem. That's what they did. That's why they can't just go out and make a Black Widow movie or go out and make a Scarlet Witch movie. And they can't do anything because you want a Scarlet
Well-
Witch movie? Give me House of M.
They can't do a Scarlet Witch movie.
I know.
Nobody
That-
can. No one know who owns her.
It's messed
She's
up.
like a
Yes.
bad divorcee.
I'm
So here's my
Chris.
question.
Chris,
Okay.
what's your thought on all this, man? You've been awkwardly silent over
That's
this.
because I actually had nothing to say about the social warrior issue thing. Because honestly, I think it's pointless. Pointless to think like Wonder Woman's a new symbol of feminism. I think y'all just really stupid for saying that. You know, I honestly really did enjoy Wonder Woman movie. I really did. It was great, but it also felt like a Marvel movie to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It felt Marvelish, not because like all the whole like if I could change one thing here and change one thing there, and I got myself like female Captain America. No, just the way it was all ran out, the way it was all played out, felt like a Marvel movie to me.
Yeah. And I mean, one other
No,
one
I
that
agree.
could have been a strong female lead had DC not fucked everything up. Catwoman.
Wait, I was gonna say, Chris.
Yeah.
You're saying it's more like a Marvel movie because it was good.
Oh.
Okay, like
Yeah,
Grant,
Yeah.
give me. I agree with the cat. You two are gonna knock each other unconscious over that. It's gonna be
Wait.
great.
I already hit Grant with the microphone before.
I would say, Kayla, I agree. The Catwoman thing, like you've tried. Halle Berry you screwed the pooch with the Halle Berry one. I'll admit that one.
Mhm.
So Grant, you got to sit here for the last 38 minutes, cracking one-liners where you could to get in the conversation. Now I have to ask you, as an outsider, as a person who doesn't go see these movies, who doesn't visit these kind of topics, in your personal view, listening to what we've had to say, what's your opinions on any of this?
I think for this is that they need to just not put these topics in a movie at all, from what most of the cast has been saying, because it's not really needed, to be perfectly honest. You just go there, be entertained, and then done. You don't have to try to put a political view or a gender view or feminism, whatever it is, in a movie. The idea of a movie is just to be entertained for an hour to 4, depending on the movie.
I love the pause in that.
come back 3 months later.
I'm with you. I'm like, I mean, imagine if I would say Sword Art just turned into totally, hey, look, Kirito's gay now, gay.
Kirito's
Look, he's now throwing,
trans and
he's now dual wielding dildos. Like if that was like,
Don't
if
give Exotica ideas.
I
Oh,
I had enough. But no, that's the point. Like that's why I was just wondering. I wanted to hear what you had to say because everyone knows who's listening to this stuff. Grant's our blank slate. He goes and sees what he can. He goes and sees when I ask him to. I didn't ask him to watch any of these, so he's kind of like the outsider to this topic of conversation. He could see why we'd get so heated in it, and I'm happy about that. Nick, what'd you have to say? Real
All right,
quick?
so I'm going to wrap this up on my end. For anybody who's listening and thinks that we're all bigoted assholes and all that fun stuff because nerds hate women, I watched this movie. Oh, you're a woman?
I really hope so.
It's like, you got some questions.
That conversation, but there's
Okay.
a woman in here.
Yeah, so here's a statement. When I watched this movie, I gave everyone the same warning. I think I sent it to all of you too. Is if this movie sucks, it's going to suck for a whole separate reason what people want it to suck for.
Mhm.
If this movie sucks, it's going to kill the DC movie universe for us because it's going to be 4 for 4 DC movies that have been god awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if Justice League is made out of God's dick. No one's going to want to watch it because it's 4 movies in a row that were awful. I didn't say it's going to suck because it's going to hurt feminism or it's going to suck if it's good because it's going to make feminism popular. It's going to suck or it's going to be good. If it's good, DC might survive. Holy shit, we have some chance. Or we are in such shit that DC, it's just Marvel. It's all we have now is Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly. I wanted this to be good for no other reason for me to have. It's like having when for me and Kyle for reference, it was like having WWE and WWF and WCW back in the day. You wanted the other one to do good, so when something was going bad on the other thing, you had something to turn to.
Yeah.
Well, pushes competition.
Exactly.
Competition breeds greatness.
Exactly. So we wanted, like, if this episode's sucking, we can turn and go watch this one instead. But if they start tanking in Marvel movies, I want to be able to turn to DC and go, okay, I have a hope for your next one. Right now I have Marvel, and it's like, don't Iron Man 3 this one. Don't Iron Man 3 this one. Then you had Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Okay, you almost Iron Man 3 this one. Please stop it.
I think we just have a complete and utter oversaturation of superhero movies altogether.
Oh,
We do, and you know what? We and you had this conversation, and you know what? I snapped for like 2 seconds, but I'm with you on that. A lot of things we talked about. I'm happy that we have as many like comic fans and people going to watch these movies as we do. What I'm not like really excited about is people who want to run around saying how big they're like of comic fans now, and they don't want to take about 10 minutes to learn about the source material. I don't care if you've been reading since 1945, but have respect for what's been going on in the past a little bit. And don't come to me because you watched one movie and expect things because you know more than me. And that goes for anybody. If you want to come into our comic book store, it's fantastic. But I'm warning you, whatever's on that wall is on that wall. And I don't care how mad you're going to get at one pissed off comic book cover.
Secret Empire is canon.
It's completely canon,
Yeah.
and it has angered a couple different people that, and you know what? Fine, that's awesome. But if you come into a store, expect to see that. Expect to see that horrible
Give
scene
it a
with
shot.
the Joker holding Batgirl from the back after she looks like a rape victim because
Yeah.
she practically was,
Yep.
and she fought her way back, and you didn't give it more than 5 seconds of a chance.
I'm gonna give it that extreme example that I gave you the other day. That it's basically like the whole Captain Nazi or any other storyline, all that crap that you don't want to acknowledge that happened. It's like 9/11 happened. You can't erase that. Everybody, you can't just forget that it happened. Just acknowledge it's gonna be there in history, no matter what you want to believe. It's there. That has to go with like all the history and stuff. Like you can't just.
We had we were at our Geek Out panel, Nick. We brought up like our first one. We brought up Captain America's Secret Empire, and we had one lady in the crowd. I don't even know if she was paying attention to anything else we said. She snapped around and screamed at us.
Not my cap.
No, that doesn't count. That whatever. I'm like, ooh, we found one. This is now our
fresh meat
trigger. It's a trigger warning. And for those who are getting angry about it, I'm happy for you. That means you're reading something. But go read the story. That's all I'm asking. Do something.
odds are they're not reading it or watching it. They're going to do the same thing people were doing when Jason Todd got killed.
I know.
They were reacting that Robin died. They didn't know who he was, why he died. All they knew was, you killed Robin, how dare you?
Well, I mean,
The
here's the thing.
fans voted
People
for that.
voted for that.
Because we fucking hated Jason Todd. You only like him now because he's Red Hood. Jason Todd Robin was a shit.
He was a pissy little boy, but you freaking love Damien for it.
Because he can kill you.
And so could
I don't
freaking
think
Jason.
I don't think Jason could kill back then.
That's another.
Yeah, no, he really could have. If Batman never stopped him, he would have.
And then we also have Tim Drake. No one talks about Tim Drake.
Nobody talks about Tim Drake.
No one.
That's a
Red
conversation
Robin.
for another time. Batman's Robins.
Batman Robins. That's a whole other conversation. But once again, bottom line, Grant, tell the world. Bottom line, come on. About our conversation. He ruined it. Keep your social topics out of our movies.
Stop pushing agendas.
Stop pushing agendas.
What they said.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yay.
about. I'm kidding.
Hail Hydra.
Hell,
Hell,
Hydra.
It's just like there's some things in history you are not gonna like, but you're gonna have to deal with because that's the ugly truth.
Chris,
Exactly.
Chris, Zig Zion. Yo, you want to say it?
All right, we're gonna cast it off at that point. This is Bruce War Chief Hoover.
Chris the Enforcer Vasquez.
Kyle Darth Cooch Cookenberger.
Grant Gracchus 4047 Kohler.
And Nick, the Minuteman Clark.
Once again, Kayla McCudden. Thank you, Kayla Cooley McCudden, thank you for coming in and sharing your views and making us not look like complete feminists or anti-feminist hating people. Thank you for being the backup that we needed.
She's our shield.
Thank you, guys, and.